You guys ready to go? All right, opening statement from Coach.
Great win by our football team today. Just proud. Obviously, we went at halftime. Thought the first half was good, not great. But really talked in the second half about coming out with the same kind of mindset we discussed talking about the beginning of the game. Obviously, coming out with great effort, coming out with great physicality, and obviously we wanted to come out and set the tone with the second half. Get the ball. We had the ball there in the second half and take it down the field and sustain drives and score points. So proud of our guys. Told them in the locker room after the game was over. First of all, you look up there. They had 97 total yards. That's a dominating performance by our defense. They had 29 yards rushing. Dominating performance. They were 1 of 12 on third down. Held them to 23. That halftime, they had the time of possession battle on us. Their style of offense with the scan. Look over, they were winning the time of possession at halftime. We ended up with 36 minutes on the day. Proud of our guys offensively for really coming out in the second half and just really dominating the line of scrimmage. Had 300 yards rushing. Just thought our guys, when you look at the averages there, Marquez Cooper had 5.6 yards per carry. Kiael, 5.5 yards per carry. Vaughn, 10.2 yards per carry. That's dominating. Proud of our guys. Came out here, wanted to make sure that we put our best foot forward. And I thought our guys had a great week to week and a half of practice. And our guys were ready to play today, and I'm just proud of them, the way they performed there, especially the way we finished that second half there.
Coach, I guess we can start with the defense. How have they continued to just kind of keep trending up, I guess despite, the bumps and bruises that come along with the season?
Confidence, and we do the little things extremely well. Confidence. It all starts with the run. When you can do a great job of limiting an offense from being able to get the run game established, you're in control. And our guys do that. Our guys, obviously have a ton of confidence. They do a great job of doing their job. That sounds cliche-ish, but you talk about it all the time. Just do your job. Okay, Coach Stock talks about it all the time. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. That's what you got to do. You got to be bought into that. When you want to play high-level defense, you got to be great at the little things. You got to be detailed. And that's what our guys do, man. They feed off of that. They feed off of the energy. It's a physical sport. When you have a defense that imposes their will, like our guys do, and just continue to get better, it's fun to see that on the sideline, and it's fun to see those guys respond to the challenge each and every week.
Was there a point in the season, either in a game or practice, where you felt it turning for the defense to where they start on this trend?
No, the defense has always had great swagger. It all starts with that. When you're playing defensive football, and nowadays the way the offense is spread out and making you defend the whole field, our defense has always had exceptional swagger that way. And there's a fine line between cocky and being confident. Our defense is at the top of the spectrum. When you talk about being confident and playing with the swagger it takes to be an elite defense, and our guys have responded, and they've gotten better each and every week. Ever since that opening conference game against Western, just gotten better every single week and been playing high levels. Good defense as anybody in this conference for the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Offensively, like you kind of alluded to, it just seemed different at halftime. Did you guys just want to commit to the run more out of the locker room?
It's hard to say. We always commit to the run. That's something that we've always do, but I think it's just a matter of guys doing their job, especially in the second half. We felt like we had a few near big ones almost there in the first half, whether it was a cut, whether it was just out of position on a block, but we really felt strongly about what we had going on scheme-wise, and I think guys just did a great job of coming out and answering the bell and wanting to make sure that we impose our will in the second half and get the run game going, and that was awesome to see the production there. Those 2 first drives of the second half took 9.5 minutes. Both of those resulted in touchdowns. That was awesome by our guys.
Did you feel like they also maybe had some fresh legs? Because it really seemed like Cooper and Kelly especially just looked even faster than usual to me.
Well, that's a good thing. I would hope that, when you're playing in a week 11, obviously you try to ask guys all the time, man, just make sure you make that decision. We talk about that a lot here. Make the decision that you're going to bring your best effort to your teammates. You're going to lay it on the line for each other. It's easy to talk about that, but every man in that meeting room this morning, you got to make that decision collectively, and guys just ran hard. And one thing that definitely don't want it to go unnoticed is we took care of the football. That's big. You know, when you're running the ball and guys are doing a great job of taking care of it in traffic, cuffing the football, which we talk about all the time. We rep that every day in practice, and guys did a great job of that when it got crowded or when they got in traffic. Just did a great job of taking care of the ball.
What went into the onside kick decision?
You know, Coach Conley did a great job first and foremost of scouting it up and going, feel great about this. And obviously we started with 3 guys on our kickoff cover unit hugging the sideline. And obviously we had the same look where we swooped all 3 guys in, and obviously their kickoff return unit, they're going to relate to us, but then they're going to bump back in. And we just left 1 on the sideline, 2 went in, he went in with them. And, you know, Jack delivered a great kick there. It's unfortunate we didn't get it because we hit it several times in practice, and that kick was even better than the ones that we had in practice. But, you know, we weren't able to come up with it. And their guy, give him credit because he dove in there and kind of torpedoed it. And a lot of times you see that happen, and it ricochets off his chest, and he covered it up. But it was a great job by Coach Conley, great job by Morgan Hagee. Those guys did a great job of scouting it up on special teams. And I tell them all the time, man, I got your back. If you feel like we got it, we're all in. So Coach Conley came to me and I said, heck yeah, I'm in on that.
Last one for me. The only thing that I guess was really a negative was just the passing game today. 2 for 12 in the first half and only 2 attempts from Kiael in the second. You know, what was given that part of the game?
Listen, we had a couple opportunities. We felt like we had a couple opportunities that were misses there in the first half. We just got to keep working on it. There's no secret there. We just got to keep working on it. You know, it is what it is, and we always want to get the run game established. Our guys do a great job with that, but we just got to continue to work on it. There's nothing specific that was giving us trouble. It's just a matter of execution, and we felt like there was a couple that you know, perhaps we left out there on the field, and we'll see what the tape shows, and we'll just keep working at it.
You know, all season you've been talking about identity and kind of what you want, like, each side of the ball to look like. It felt like today that identity was maybe realized more well-rounded than any other game this year. To have that, like, so late in the season, like, how satisfying is that for you as a coach?
Well, the players deserve the credit because you talk about making sure that you still put your best foot forward no matter what, and those guys do that. You know, I love that about our football team is we take advantage of the opportunity you have to play the game and put that jersey on, put that helmet on. There's guys in here that only have 4 quarters guaranteed left in their career. Only 4 quarters guaranteed left in their career, and we're going to finish the fight for that group of men. And you know, there's only one way to play the game. And I'm proud of our guys. I appreciate the guys for just having that mindset every day when they come in here to practice, and have that mindset when we take the field.
Yeah. Is one of the biggest benefits with Kiael and the offense that you guys run is if the passing is struggling, you're able to just stick to the run and drive that way?
Yeah, I think that's important. That is, you know, if it's not where it needs to be, and it's not like we're going to give up on it by any means, but if it's not where it needs to be, obviously with Kiael's ability to run the football, and when you can do that and being able to gain an extra hat in the run game, if there's a running back in the backfield, obviously we can motion them out, try to thin out the box, if you will, take extra defenders out of the box so it's a more friendly box for him to do some damage. You know, those are things we just continue to work at. Our offensive staff, you know, Kevin Lynch, Colin Johnson, Jared, those guys deserve credit because they work tirelessly to figure out ways for us. People, obviously, we know every team's going to come in here and they're going to try to do whatever they can to slow us down in the run game, and for our guys to continually work to try to find a way to create an advantage in the run game with numbers. I think that's very important.
Do you think part of the reason maybe why the defense thrived so much today in the passing game, and obviously the rushing game as well, but more specifically in the passing game, is because they kind of had a similar approach to what you guys were doing at the start of the year, where they have 2 different quarterbacks, the defense knows what that's like?
Well, I think more importantly, and again, each team that we face is, everybody's got challenges that they've had to encounter throughout the year. And, you know, Coach Burns had a nice conversation with him before the game, after the game. Just told him, obviously, you know, he knows what success looks like. He's been a part of great programs there with Minnesota and what they've done. And so you just got to keep grinding. It's never, you know, easy. But I credit our guys because we've seen different styles of offense, different styles of quarterback all year long. So, you know, obviously with what Kent State did today, it's not something that was brand new for our guys. I think more than anything else, when they're still trying to play with some tempo, somewhat similar to what they were trying to do a year ago. That can kind of limit what you do, how many calls you can carry, but as long as you execute at a high level like our guys did, I think that's key. And again, it goes back to that swagger, it goes back to the confidence, and just tackling well. It all starts with that, and that's, I'm most proud of our guys for being ready to attack that every game.
And I guess just last thing for me, you talked on Monday, and even earlier in this press conference about just like the vigor that the guys have attacked like this season with and practice with. How encouraging is that, like at this point in the season, to still see that level of buy-in from players?
Yeah, again, I credit those guys. And listen, you're talking about coming in here every morning and looking 115 guys in the face at 7:15 in the morning when we start our team meetings. And that's not, when you get up and as the season goes on, it's still dark outside. When we get that started, you're tired, you're dragging. But our guys find a way, man. When you get in here and it's time to go to work, guys are ready. And obviously we try to do the best we can to be efficient, to get the best, get the information covered where everybody's locked in. But they got to make the decision that I'm still going to go out here. I'm going to play the game the way it's meant to be played. I'm going to sell out for my teammate because there's only so many opportunities that you have, and you don't ever take 1 second that you have for granted. And I'm proud of our guys for doing that and for making that decision.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Sidney Houston.
What's up, Sid?
What's up, y'all?
Obviously, big game for you in particular today. 2.5 sacks, big game for the defense in general. I know that you guys are attacking the end of the season just like you were at the start. I guess today, what was really working for you guys?
Honestly, I would just say just being consistent. I feel like this is the most consistent we've been on all 3 levels as far as like communication and physicality. So I feel like it definitely played tribute to the way the scoreboard and the stat book looked at today. And having that 10-day, the bonus days for having a little short bye week, it definitely helped us a lot. We was able to hone in on the game plan and watch as much film as we could and practice as much as we could. So it definitely helped just having that extra time with our coaches and just being able to lock in on the game plan.
Yeah, and like Gus said when we were talking with Coach Neu, just the guys today seemed like quicker, because you're not playing on, twice in 1 week. You get 10 days to rest. I guess at this point in the season, being able to play such a consistent game, that's got to be encouraging to do it late in the season, right?
Yeah, it definitely was. It felt, honestly, probably the best I felt after a game all year. Honestly, just know, like you say, playing complimentary football, just both sides doing what they got to do. And I feel like it was the most excitement I've seen from the guys on both sides as well. Just like every time a big play happened, I see everybody just excited. And especially like just knowing, like you say, this is week 11, and guys still, like you say, we love each other and we care for each other. And like you say, it's more important about seeing each other succeed than seeing ourselves. Like you say, I get excited to see the offense go back out there. That's why I want to get it stopped, you feel me? So it was just definitely a great feeling to know that the offense had our back as much as we've had theirs, and just know that we continue to do it no matter what the circumstances are, no matter what the records are. Just throw it out the window and play for 60 minutes.
For sure. Coach talked about the swagger and the confidence that the defense has had all season. Where does that come from?
Honestly, just Coach Stock just implement on having fun, but do your job. You can only have fun if you're doing your job. If you locked in on a game plan. If you ain't been watching film and you haven't been locked in, it's gonna be hard to go have fun because you second guessing yourself, you're overthinking. Everything becomes slower when you lock in. Everything becomes slower when you know what you're expecting to see out of this certain look. So just to be able to be dialed in and have fun, always, like you say, just have swag. When you make a play, why not? Why not have fun? Especially like guys like me, this is one of my last home games, one of my last college football games, period. So, why not sell out? Why not have fun with it? We all been playing these games. I've been playing since I was 5 years old, and it's been the same enjoyment every step of the way. So just to be able to have this at this stage and this point of the year with the guys I love the most, it can't even come to words, honestly.
For sure. And I guess, you and I talked earlier this week kind of on the same topic, like how, next week is your last collegiate football game. And even with how the season has been going, the defense and the whole team has remained bought in on the season. I don't want to ask why is that, but how have you guys been able to do that?
I think it's become just knowing that who we were from the start. Like, we knew we had this potential to be this team that we are now in the first couple of weeks. It just didn't go our way. It's how football works sometimes, and I think just being confident in who we were and our identity, it helped us stay true to it and just stay resilient because we know it's going to be an uphill battle regardless. We're in a MAC. It's a one-possession game every week. So it definitely felt good to just know that after all them fighting and clawing one-possession game, we were able to just come out and dominate today. So.
For sure. Excuse me. After, I think, the TFLs and sacks you had today, I think you doubled both of those totals for the season compared to last season. How have you been able to make such a big jump in 1 year?
Just getting more comfortable in the defense in my role. Like, I played nose tackle at my last school before I came here, so definitely was a lot different coming here and then playing on the edge as much and having a little bit more responsibility. But just having the guys around me instill confidence in me every day, every week, like they believe in me, they believe in us as a defense, and just knowing that my impact can be felt as much as I want it to be, and just knowing that if I do my job to my full capacity, then our defense is at a way better chance to win games. So honestly, just working over the summer. The off season was very key for me. Like I go home, I spend time with my daughters, but I'm still finding ways to go work out. Still finding ways to go watch film, watch some guys in the league that I look up to. I don't watch the Joey Bosa's, the Nick Bosa's, all those freaky athletic guys. I watch guys like Kiael Kelly a lot, guys like Hassan Reddick, guys who have to really grind and work, and it may not have been coming the easy as them, but I just stayed true to me. These Coach Stock and Coach Conley just instilled to be confident no matter what. I already know I'm undersized. I already know I'm underweight, but it don't matter. It feel like if I feel like I'm better than him across me, I'm just gonna show it and let my actions speak louder than my words. So just having the ability to just have these guys trust in me and just pour into me all the energy and affection, it's just number love. And when you got number love and energy, you got no choice but to play better.
That's all I got, man.
That's all I got too.
That's good.
Appreciate
We got Marquez and Kiael. Wait a minute. We've got Mr. Cooper, followed by Kiael. Questions? Go ahead, fellas.
What's going on, Coop?
What's going on?
I obviously know that this game meant a lot to you, just playing against your old school, being able to put up the numbers that you did today. How did that feel?
I feel pretty good. It just felt good because I had a good day versus a good team, solid team. You know what I mean? So it just felt good to have a good day, not because of any particular team or anything, but just felt good to have a good day.
Yeah, and you're, I believe, now only 93 yards away from getting 1,000, which I know has been a goal of yours this year. How have you kind of really turned it on in the last few weeks to get closer to that goal?
I think the coach has really done a good job getting me the ball more, and also just put me in better situations to win and more holes and stuff like that. My bad.
And I heard recently, and now I'm seeing it. Is that your son over?
Yeah.
What does it mean to be able to do something like this, have a game like this, and really a season like this, in front of him?
It's definitely because he came to the Indiana State game, so every time he comes to the game, I have over 100. So I think that might be the recipe. So when he comes to the game, I know I gotta do what I gotta do for sure.
I've talked to some other guys on the team who have kids as well, like Sidney and Red, and they always talk about just above all else, they play for them. Would you say that's the case for you as well?
That's definitely the case, and definitely my motivation to make it big. So I can't. So every down, every snap is definitely for him, and my uncle. He passed away, Dominique Chase. I love him.
For sure. And I guess just lastly, you guys have really, for me and for a lot of others, it seems like you guys are finding your identity more than ever at the end of the season, even with the win-loss record, all those things. How have you guys been able to stay bought in all season long?
Because we all got goals and aspirations, you know what I mean? And it could be team goals, it could be individual goals, but I mean, when you got a game, televised and stuff like that, it's just why would you not give it your all? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how we really stay motivated.
I'm sure part of it is them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got for me.
Sure.
Coming out of the locker room in the second half, it just felt like the offense had a different kind of goal or approach? You know, what kind of change to give you guys so much success in the second half?
I think they were just more weared down than us, really, because we really did a lot of the same things. You know, we just did it at a better level. But I mean, we were ready to go 4 quarters and OT if necessary. They weren't prepared for that, from what I could see, because the holes were just opening up fantastically in the second half. So.
And physically, you know, to me at least, it seemed like you, Kiael, everyone else was just kind of running a little bit quicker, a little bit more fresh legs. Did you feel that today?
Yeah, so especially in the second half, you know, and that's a shout out to the O-line as well because they stuck with it. You know, it wasn't clearing up in the first half. You know, I didn't have the best first half that I really wanted to come out of half, especially in the game that we had today. So, yeah, they definitely stuck with us, and I appreciate them.
I believe your touchdown run, you did a little leap, right?
Yeah.
Was that, you know, trying to get Kiael back as his a couple weeks ago?
Nah, not at all. I wasn't thinking about that, you know. But I just wanted one badly, so I did what I had to do to get in there. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Thanks, Coop and family. Thank you, guys.
How you doing?
So who did it better, you or Coop?
Me, of course, me. Nah, I like the way he did. He kind of got a little more over than me, so yeah, that's good for him.
Kiael, kind of like I just asked him, like, what was kind of the shift at halftime? Because it just seemed like a much more dominating offense on those first couple of drives in that third quarter.
Yeah, you know, our defense was playing great, and you know we were pretty confident that they were gonna hold them to no more points. So you know, as an offense, we wanted to finally you put it on somebody. You know, it's a long time coming since we could finally dominate somebody from start to finish. But like Coop said, we didn't have the first half that we had that we wanted to have, and you know, just coming out in that second half and finishing the deal.
You know, in the first half, like, you guys started off pretty good, I think, scoring 13 points in the first few drives, and then I think 3 straight 3-and-outs to end the half. You know, what happened there that you guys kind of lost some rhythm?
You know, just a little energy lull. You know, I would say it's on me to get the guys going when we have a time like that, and I kind of was feeding into the lullness. You know, a couple bad throws and just bad plays here and there, and I would say, yeah, it starts with me, especially in a time like that. You know, just making the play and getting the energy back right to where it needs to be.
Yeah, going off that, like, the throws, it just wasn't working today with the passing offense, I guess. Like, 2 for 12 in the first half. Some people might have expected it to be a little bit more of a pass game considering their numbers defensively. So what wasn't working for the air today?
You know, we just gotta connect. The plays are there. The throws are there. You know, I gotta make the throw, and we gotta make the catches.
Then, you know, running, obviously, like we kind of talked about, you had a lot of success. Kind of seemed like you were cutting up in the middle of the field a lot, kind of shaking guys off, making plays. Did you feel physically fresher today after the 10 days off?
I guess yeah, that could be fair to say. You know, we had some days off, and you know, it's always good to finally get out there. I think we all were just antsy, you know, following the last win to finally, you know, have a game day. It seems like it's been forever with the mini bye, but we were all just excited to finally have a game and get out there.
And last one for me, just, you know, first back-to-back wins of the season for the team. I don't know, how does that feel to just kind of keep the momentum going despite, like what we said, with the kind of the long break?
Every win is good, you know, no matter how they come. And to finally, you know, have that feeling of back-to-back wins, like you said, first time this year, you know, we're ecstatic. You know, and the locker room's crazy. You know, told the boys we can get used to feeling like this because you know we trying to win a lot more.
just through talking with other guys, it just seems like today was maybe like the most complete the team has been as far as like identity goes. The whole season, the offense has wanted to run and dominate time of possession. Did that today. The defense has been wanting to get pressure and things like that. And it just seems like that all came together today. And I think that it was Sidney who said, like, this is the team that you guys thought you could be all season. Do you feel that way as well?
Yeah, definitely. You know, you look out there, it's fun to see the defense flying around, offense, you know, dominating, especially in the run game. And like you said, you know, that's the identity that we wanted to establish. And today was a great look at, you know, what we expected.
Do you feel like the defense and the offense, like in games like this, feeds off each other?
100%. I mean, I can speak for the offense. You know, I know that we feed off the defense. You know, big plays, turnovers, tackles for losses. You know, that boosts the offense majorly. And you know, it's a field possession game. So you know, when defense is getting those good stops and we get short fields, you know, offense can't complain. I think the first 2 drives we were very close to the midfield. So yeah, we 100% feed off the defense.
No turnovers today. I know it's been something that you've been wanting to work on lately. What worked today as far as taking care of the ball?
You know, just staying conscious of it. You know, the easy fundamentals can leave, like especially when you're holding the football, and just, you know, me knowing and understanding that those 2 fumbles in the Bowling Green game hurt me and hurt the team, really more important. So just if we don't turn the ball over, then we could have a good outing like tonight. So
This is just like a curiosity standpoint with how much the offense rushes. You know, you're on the field every play, and then not only if you're not passing, you're handing the ball off or you're rushing. And then when you have the ball for as long as you did, 36 minutes time of possession, like, how do you keep the motor running? Like, how do you battle fatigue?
right. You know, just I feel like fatigue. That's a mindset thing, and you know, we prepare for these long drives. Like we know how the games are and how we want to control the game. So, you know, it starts in practice, really. Just running everywhere you go, you know, getting that conditioning when it's not necessarily lineup and less conditioning, you know. Just staying ready because, like you said, we out there, so we know it's no secret of what we're going to do. So really just as long as the O-line's going good, then we'll be good.
I guess it's like talking with Coop and Sidney, like you're talking about how the team has stayed consistently bought in this season despite all the adversity. Mm-hmm. To be kind of like the leader of the offense and you see the guys bought in around you, and then obviously you are as well. Like how does that feel for you? Like does that instill confidence?
Yeah, you know, it feels great. Just knowing that the team believes in me and you know, playing to the best of my ability and just winning for them boys, you know, especially the seniors that, you know, they got 4 guaranteed quarters left. So I don't want to be something that holds them back, you know. So just executing and being at the best of my ability. Yeah.
All right.